Welcome to Wisdom Trek with Gramps. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, and we are on day 2930 of our trek. The purpose of Wisdom Trek is to create a legacy of wisdom, to seek out discernment and insights, and to boldly grow where few have chosen to grow before. The title for today's Wisdom Trek is The Search for Hidden Treasure, Unlocking the Divine Shield of Knowledge. In our previous episode, on day 2928, we stood in the busy, crowded marketplace as Lady Wisdom raised her passionate voice in the public square. She issued a solemn, urgent warning against the deadly traps of apathy, cynicism, and moral complacency, offering instead an unshakable promise of peace and safety to all who would stop and listen. Today, as we step onto day 2930 of our ongoing trek, we cross into a magnificent new ridge along our journey through the Book of Proverbs, advancing into chapter 2, verses 1 through 8. If chapter 1 showed us Lady Wisdom shouting publicly to the crowds, chapter 2 invites us into a deep, disciplined, private quest for truth. Having spent over 50 years focusing on and studying biblical wisdom, and having accumulated 70 years of life experiences watching men and women pursue all kinds of earthly treasures, I can tell you with absolute conviction that true wisdom is never stumbled upon by accident. It is discovered by those who search for it like a miner hunting for gold, and who guard it like a precious, irreplaceable treasure. Let us open our minds and hearts to the fatherly condition for finding wisdom, as recorded in the New Living Translation, grouping together the deeply connected contiguous thoughts found in Proverbs chapter 2, verse 1, verse 2, verse 3, and verse 4. My child, listen to what I say and treasure my commands. Tune your ears to wisdom and concentrate on understanding. Cry out for insight and ask for understanding. Search for them as you would for silver. Seek them like hidden treasures. Notice the escalating, high-intensity progression of action verbs Solomon uses in these opening 4 verses. He begins by saying, "Listen to what I say, and treasure my commands." Then he urges us to tune your ears, concentrate on understanding, cry out for insight, ask for understanding, search for them as you would for silver, and seek them like hidden treasures. Look at the dynamic posture required of a wise trekker. Finding wisdom demands every single aspect of our human faculty, our ears, our minds, our voices, and our physical energy. Solomon uses 2 vivid Hebrew metaphors here, searching for silver and seeking hidden treasure. In the ancient world, silver was not casually picked up off the surface of the soil. Finding silver required backbreaking labor, deep underground mining, carving out tunnels in solid rock, and carefully refining the ore in hot furnaces. Over my 70 years on this earth, I have observed that most people want the benefits of wisdom without putting in the digging. They want instantaneous maturity, easy answers, and painless discernment. But divine wisdom, Hokmah, does not yield its secrets to casual, lazy observers. You must tune your ear like a musician tuning an instrument. You must concentrate your mind like a scientist in a lab. You must lift up your voice and cry out in passionate prayer for insight. When you treat God's word with the same urgency that a miner treats a vein of pure gold, your entire life begins to transform. Solomon now reveals the magnificent reward that awaits those who commit themselves to this passionate search, linking together the profound theological promises in Proverbs chapter 2, verse 5 and verse 6. Then you will understand what it means to fear the Lord, and you will gain knowledge of God. For the Lord grants wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. Look at that staggering, life-changing reward, Solomon declares. Then you will understand what it means to fear the Lord, and you will gain knowledge of God. This connects us directly back to the foundational cornerstone we established in chapter 1, verse 7. Fear of the Lord is the foundation of true knowledge. The ultimate prize of searching for wisdom is not merely getting smarter, acquiring worldly influence, or mastering intellectual trivia. The supreme prize is getting to know God himself. In the ancient Israelite divine council worldview, Yahweh is not a distant, impersonal, philosophical force, nor is he like the fickle, selfish deities of the surrounding pagan nations. Yahweh is the transcendent, sovereign creator who sits enthroned above the celestial assembly, yet he actively speaks to humanity. Look at verse 6. For the Lord grants wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. True wisdom is a divine gift originating directly from the mouth of God, his revealed word. In ancient court culture, when a monarch spoke from his mouth, his words became official decrees that established law, justice, and order across the entire realm. When we feast upon the words that proceed from Yahweh's mouth, we are receiving the very mind of the King of Kings. In my 50 years of studying wisdom, I have found that human philosophies come and go, like shifting winds, but the eternal truths that flow from the mouth of God remain an unshakable anchor for the human soul. Having revealed the divine origin of wisdom, Solomon now details how Yahweh actively protects and guards those who walk in his truth, weaving together the logical thoughts found in Proverbs chapter 2, verse 7 and verse 8. He grants a treasury of common sense to the honest. He is a shield to those who walk with integrity. He guards the paths of the just and protects those who are faithful to him. Consider the protective military language Solomon employs to describe God's personal care for the righteous. He states that God grants a treasury of common sense to the honest, functions as a shield to those who walk with integrity, guards the paths of the just, and protects those who are faithful to him. Look at that unique phrase, a treasury of common sense. In the original Hebrew, the word translated as common sense or sound wisdom is tushia, which refers to practical, effective, battle-tested wisdom that leads to sound success. While the world chases after complex, convoluted theories that lead to moral bankruptcy, Yahweh stores up a massive treasury of practical, down-to-earth, life-saving truth for those who walk in honesty and moral integrity. Furthermore, notice the cosmic shield he provides. In ancient warfare, a heavy shield protected a warrior from flying arrows and lethal sword thrusts. Solomon assures us that when you choose to walk with integrity, Yahweh himself becomes your personal guardian, standing watch over your daily trek, protecting your reputation, guarding your family, and guiding your steps. As we conclude today's expedition along Proverbs chapter 2, verses 1 through 8, let us evaluate our own spiritual search. Are you casually skimming the surface of life, or are you passionately digging into God's word like a miner searching for hidden treasure? Remember that the Almighty King of Heaven stores up a treasury of sound wisdom for you, and he stands as a protective shield around everyone who walks in integrity. Turn your ear to his voice today, cry out for understanding, and dig deep into the unsearchable riches of his truth. If you found this podcast insightful, please subscribe and leave us a review. Then encourage your friends and family to join us and come along tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. As we take this trek of life together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, leave a living legacy each day. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and create a great day every day. Join me next time for more daily wisdom